You can teach an old dog new tricks. I learned that instead of selling loose CDs and or DVDs and running an auction, you should do buy it now. Now, it seems really simple, but it's true. I used to run auctions all the time for these because I just wanted to sell them quick and didn't want them hanging around, and I was being impatient. However, I didn't sell them for very much money. Here I have 640 loose CDs. These all came from that recent CD pallet buy that I made, that I still have like 9 or so boxes to go. So I'll definitely have a bunch more to sell as loose CDs. And so it came from that. So this is just extra. And there's 640 of them. 640. I think I may have had a stack or so already to the side, so I don't think it was 100% all of them, but it's probably like 500, 400 of them came from that recent CD buy. And often if you get into bulk, especially discs, you might wonder how to make money off of those. Well, turns out there are people that are looking to buy these types of items in large quantity. So I've seen people on eBay selling much less quantity for a decent amount of money. But I wanted it to go fast, and I wanted to make enough for me, but also for it to be worth it. So 640 of them sold for $99.99. That's right, $99.99 plus shipping. I did promote it, but it sold quickly, and I ended up making like $75 after everything is said and done. So I think that's good for me anyway. And what that enabled me to do is, with that sale, I paid for now, fully paid for that, if you remember, that purchase of the CDs and the Blu-rays from the new source that I have. So it's all paid for. Everything that I've already made selling CDs in the store, selling Blu-rays, is all profit. And I definitely gonna sell more on eBay because I'll have, another 9 boxes of CDs. So I'll have loose CDs. And I'll guarantee you I will find more, individually valuable CDs that make more sense to sell on eBay than it does in my store. And that will be all profit as well. And I've already listed some on eBay that haven't sold yet from that lot. So I am no longer selling the loose discs in an auction, instead doing it buy it now. I also sold, so this was today, but I did sell a bunch of loose DVDs as well. I just didn't record it recently. So what I have next up is loose TV show DVDs. So like Married with Children here, Columbo, Johnny Carson, etc. I've got 3 stacks, so I've got around 300 plus there. What is this? Oh, it actually comes from here. Actually, Married with Children is almost the entire series. But anyway, I'm going to sell that and see how that goes. I might not get as much for those because they're TV shows versus DVD versus movies, but we'll see. And I'm gonna, 300. I might wait until I get about 400. So anyway, that's that's what I sold in the last 24 hours. One of the things I sold. I also sold this book and this. I guess it's an audiobook. I'm not sure where that came from, but that sold. I sold for around $10, $9, something like that. And this one is from the consignment deal that I have. It's is it signed? Yeah, it's signed by Harlan Ellison, science fiction writer. And it's the hardcover with the dust jacket, even though the dust jacket's in rough shape. I took an offer of $48 plus shipping. And then I sold this book on Amazon that came from that local college book pickup, A History of the Peoples of Siberia, sold for, I think it was $18 and change. I have been, the last few days, I have been repricing some of my Amazon inventory, just spending like, I don't know, less than 10 minutes doing a bunch. Probably anywhere between like 40 or 50 a day. and just going through my inventory, and it's been producing a few sales here and there, so that's always good. And it's not taking that much time to do that. And typically those repricings continue to produce more sales over the next week or so. In my experience, just some of the books and CDs and whatnot, people are not going to buy them right now, but the repricing might trigger them to buy it in the near future. Dun-dun-dun! Here they are, the stacks of video games. Check it out, guys. These are all the games that are going to go little by little, probably like 12, 15 at a time per week, maybe more. I don't know. We'll see. Into my store. So we got tons of Xbox 360, or what's it called? Xbox One, PlayStation. We even have these UMD PSP. This one's cool. This Mortal Kombat. For PSP movies. I have Nintendo DS games down here, which I just came across. Metroid, Prime Hunters, Ghostbusters, Cars, Call of Duty, etc. I have a bunch of Wii games. So some great finds in here. Some PC games. And then I have a ton of empty cases, which of course I would prefer if every single one of these cases had the game, obviously, but might have a customer. But it's still good to have replacement cases. I already see some of these have cracks in them, so I might have to toss some of the cases. But overall, they're without cracks, and I can reuse them, which is great. I also there was even 2 empty Nintendo Switch cases. Check this out. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Didn't have the game. And then Minecraft. So, having some Nintendo Switch cases is good. I don't come across Nintendo Switch that often, but occasionally. So a lot of empty cases. And here's the grand totals. So, let's see. I'll just have to count them right now. That's 120, 190. So, hold on. So a grand total of 225 games. I'm not going to show you the post-it, but 225 games that are going to go into my store. There was 10, 20, 37, a little over 40. What is that? 43 sports games of those 225. So that's like 180, 175 non-sports games, which is awesome. Again, guys, this is a smaller load. This is a little less than half of what he sells. He just didn't have enough. But next time, if he has a full load of video games, obviously I'm going to pay double, a little more than double what I paid. But there's going to be a ton, like an insane amount. So that's what I'm looking forward to in the next couple of months, is to get that going as well. So that is the grand total. The first box was $225. Second box was $244. The third box is $319. And the fourth box is $215. So what that means is that's how much potential profit per box in my store. So that's a grand total of $1,003, which is crazy good, considering that's way more than I spent. That's more than double. I'm sorry. That's more than double that I spent on the Blu-rays and the video games. If you remember, I got what amounted to, I think, 9 or 10 boxes of Blu-rays as well, which I haven't even started to go through. This is just the video games. So the video games alone, once they slowly start to sell, are going to pay for the entire lot, and the Blu-rays will be all profit. Actually, the video games are going to pay for more than double, so way more than what I paid. So half of the sales eventually in my store of the video games are going to be profit. So that's all good. I know the Blu-rays are just going to be great stuff in there. If you remember last time, I had found some great Blu-rays. So I'm excited to go through that as well. But also I wanted to share with you that I found the most valuable game that I found, individual game, is sitting right here. You may have already noticed it. PlayStation 1 Resident Evil. I've never come across this one before, but this is a very valuable game. And it is essentially complete. The only thing it's missing is what's called a registration card. Obviously it has the game. Obviously it has the booklet / manual. Obviously it has the back artwork, that's everything, right? Those are the three things. But inside of it, originally in the manual, there was a registration card, but it is not in this one here. So that is the only part that's missing for it to be 100% complete. But even without the registration card, which I don't think is that important to a lot of people that would want this game, probably be the most important to a collector that is like insanely purist collector that wants it exactly how it was sold brand new, outside of buying a brand new copy of it if it's available. I saw somebody sold a copy of this that was graded, professionally graded, and it sold for $500. Now, non-graded and in the same condition, and mine's in great condition, guys. The disc is also in great shape. I ran it through my machine. It looks great. Even before I ran it through, it looked good. I just wanted to make sure it was as clean as possible. So for this, for the essentially the complete game used, I've seen it anywhere between $100 to $160 sold on eBay. I saw multiple copies sold for between $135 to $160. I saw one that was $159. These are, of course, non-graded versions. If you spend the $30-40 whatever to get it graded, unless it's in amazing condition. This is in pretty damn good condition. Unless it's in amazing condition, it's probably not worth it. But I don't know what this would come back as graded. But anyway, if you get that done, then you can definitely get more. So I'm debating, guys, about how to sell this, because I do want top dollar for it, but I also want to offer it to my local customers. So I'm thinking about posting a video on my social media accounts, maybe sending it out on my email blast and saying, okay, I'm offering you guys a deal, $100 cash in the store, and it's your game. Versus me selling it on eBay for, let's say I can get a little more than 100, but then I have to worry about shipping it. I have to worry about someone saying it doesn't play, or I don't know, making something up or whatever it is. It's a lot cleaner to just sell it in the store. So I think that's the route I'm going to go, but you let me know what you think. But that's an awesome, awesome find. And I don't know why this was not picked up by my new source, because it has a barcode and it does pop up as being valuable. So I don't know. I scanned it with eBay, but nonetheless, I found multiple valuable video games. So definitely a success. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you watching the journey. It's great to find this new source. It's probably going to be good going forward. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.